Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another foundation review, and the product I am going to review today is the Iman Cosmetics Second to None Stick Foundation, and it looks like this. So that's the nice casing for it. Okay, and that's how it looks. Excuse the mess, I've been wearing it already. The colour I'm wearing today is Earth 4. Right, just to give you some information about the foundation. Okay, so the Second to None Stick Foundation. It is, let's look at the description. I'm looking at the UK website for this product. It costs £20.50. If you remember, I purchased this from America, Amazon.com, and it cost $15.99 in the States, £12.79 our price. If you include all the shipping charges and so on, it's a little bit more, but it won't come up to £20.50. If you remember, I did a video earlier on this week where I reviewed the new foundation by Iman, the Luxury Concealing Foundation. I bought two of those, and they were both $15.99, which again was £12.79 in our money. So I bought those two foundations, that foundation stick, and the new luxury matte lipstick, and I bought it in colour Obsession. In total it cost me, including shipping charges and everything, it cost me £59 and I think it was something like 60 pence. That was in our money for all four products to be shipped over to me from America. So this foundation over here, this foundation stick cost £20.50 compared to £12.79. And the website says about it, look at the description. The description says it easily creates a flawless complexion second to none stick foundation, is a lightweight oil-free makeup formulated with moisturizing jojoba esters, nourishing antioxidant vitamins. This silicone-based vitamin-enriched foundation glides on smoothly, providing medium to full coverage and long-wearing matte finish for a natural-looking complexion. Application, it says apply with a sponge for a natural and sheer look. Use fingertips and blend evenly for maximum coverage. Apply foundation and blend downward in the direction of your hair growth for a more even texture. When applying with fingers, use your ring finger, and this applies the least amount of pressure. A good choice for oily combination skin. So I have got very oily skin, so let's see how this actually performs on me. Quick look and see what the time is. Oh, it's actually quite late in the afternoon. It's 2:10 in the afternoon. When I finished applying it, I will show you the time. So it's 2:10 in the afternoon. So I'll apply the foundation. I'll show you the time at the end of the application. I'll be wearing it for most of the day. When I come back and do my review, it's going to be quite late, and in England it's getting dark. It's not getting dark as early as it was before, but it's still getting dark about 4 or 5 o'clock. So when I do come back, I'll be using my ring light, so it won't be natural daylight as it is now. So we have to take that into consideration, because when I use the ring lights, the lights tend to make my skin look extra shiny. So okay, so that's what I'll be doing. So let's go ahead and do this. With the other foundation sticks that I've used in the past, I've applied it with these oval toothbrushes sort of things, and they're actually really good for applying it. They say to use a sponge, so I do have my beauty blender. I won't be using my fingers, I never use my fingers, so I've just got to decide which method I'm going to use today. I think what I'll do, I'm going to do half my face with the beauty blender and half with the brush and see if there's any difference. I doubt it very much. So as usual, I have already cleansed my face, moisturised. I have primed it using my Makeup Forever Step 1 mattifying base, the one in the black little tube. And I'm just going to crack on and do this. Okay, so let's see how we get on. It doesn't say, the website doesn't say how to apply and where to apply, so I'm just going to do it how I do it normally. So this is colour Earth 4. Let's put this on. So I'm going to do a couple of stripes up here. It does glide on very easily. colour looks like it should be okay. Because you never know what the colour's going to be like when you're going online. So I just tried my best. I thought it would be Earth 2 or 3, but when I looked at their online pictures, it seemed like Earth 4 would be right, and I'm glad I went with my instincts. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so half my face will be with the Beauty Blender. So it's dampened already, so let's do it on this side. Using the Beauty Blender is a very sheer look, obviously. It's already getting quite dark outside, looks like it's going to rain. I should have done this video a couple of hours ago, but I didn't get my act together. It was still quite bright and sunny when earlier on. Okay, that gives a very natural finish actually, using the Beauty Blender. You can still see my natural skin through it and still see my blemishes, but it does give a very, very natural finish. I'm going to use the brush, but I'm already thinking I'm going to have to put some more on, so I'm going to use this brush now. Actually, normally when I use the brush, I spray it with a bit of my setting spray. So I'm using the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. So I'm just going to spray the brush. And now apply. Seems to be settling into my laugh lines there a bit. Just blend that out a bit. Okay, looking at the coverage for the two sides, this is the Beauty Blender side and this is the oval brush side. I'm preferring the brush side. I'm going to put a little bit more on. I am pleased with the colour. I think the colour is very, very good match. So, well done me. I'm just looking at the sky outside. It is going to pour down rain any second. My husband and daughter said they were going to go out for a walk in the local woods, but I don't think they're going to be going anywhere, judging by that sky. Alright, so I'll just put some more on. But I must say I'm really liking this colour, really liking this colour. It's very satisfying when you've got a good colour match. Is that enough? I can still see bits of brown, darker brown from my natural skin colour. I'm going to put a bit more on. What's good to know is that it's buildable, and if you put more on, it doesn't look cakey, so that's good to know. Okay, I think that's enough. So there you go, that's the full coverage, I'd say. Medium to full coverage, definitely. And I use the oval brush to apply that. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back and show you at the end. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Right, so full face of makeup is done. There's been a bit of time since I've done my makeup and me coming back to record this. My lot were going out to do their walks. I was just making sure that my daughter had the right things on because it is rainy now. Okay, so this is the full face makeup. Everything's done. Time now is 3:22. Okay, and just to remind you, the foundation I'm testing today is the Iman, what's it called? The Iman Second to None Foundation Stick. Okay, so that's what I'm testing today. My intention is to do my usual. 4 hours is usually my rule to test on oil control. So I'll be coming back in about 4 hours, so at minimum 4 hours time, and we'll see how this foundation has performed, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on how it has performed. Okay, I'll be testing on oil control, the performance, so does it fade, does it melt, does it, does it separate on my face, and I'll be looking at transfer. Does it transfer onto the paperwork? I am doing some paperwork today because I've got some work and stuff to catch up on, so I will be doing that, and then I'll be able to give you my thoughts on that. Okay, so I will see you later. Take care. Bye. Good evening and welcome back. I'm going to do my final review and thoughts of the foundation I was testing today, which was the Iman Cosmetics Second to None Foundation Stick in colour Earth 4. Okay. Now, you may have noticed I'm using normal room lights at the moment, really because I just wanted you to see how my face looks before I put the ring lights on. So have a look. I've been wearing the foundation. I should show you the time really, shouldn't I? So I have been wearing the foundation now, so it's now since, it was about 2:30 I think it was, and it's now 10:20, so nearly 8 hours I've been wearing the foundation for. So have a look at it now before I put the ring lights on, and you can get a better vision of how things are looking. Right, just hold on right there. Okay, ring lights on, and I probably look really oily and shiny now. That's the one thing I don't like about ring lights. Okay, so let's have a look how I'm looking. Okay, so when I do a foundation review, I test it on several things. First is oil control. Second is the performance. So on performance, I'm looking at whether the foundation fades, it separates, or it melts. So those are 3 things I'm looking for under a performance. Then I'm also looking to see if it transferred. If it transfers on paper, on clothing, on that sort of thing. So let's first have a look at the oil control. Okay, so as you can see, there is some oil breakthrough now, but it is nearly 8 hours. And I can tell you honestly that the oil started to break through about, what time was it? It was about 7 o'clock, 7:30, because the voice hadn't started yet, so it was about 7:30, and that's when the oil started to break through. So we're looking at about 5 hours, and then the oil started to break through. So it broke, so it passed my initial test of the 4 hour. Then after the 4 hours, it has really started to break through. I would normally blot, but because I wanted to test how the foundation really performed, I haven't blotted at all. So I'd normally blot with the blotting tissues, or I'd use the Mally Face Defender, or I'd use a powder of some sort. Okay, so that's how the oil is at the moment. So looking at that, yeah, we can see where the oil's broken through, and we can see some pretty bad areas as well actually. But there you go. So it's all around forehead, around the typical T-zone, nose, upper cheek areas and so forth. So yeah, you can see where it is. But before that sort of 7:30 mark, the foundation was looking really good. It was no problems at all. I was actually really impressed with how the foundation was performing. So onto the performance. So as you can see, so 8 hours in, you can see that it has started to fade up here, because I've got a little bit of a scar or something up here, or mark or blemish up here. So it has started to fade up here on my forehead. But under my nose pads, you can see that it has collected under my nose pads area there, on the side of my nose. Hasn't faded at all. So really, it's just the fade. When I say it hasn't faded, it has faded up here. So I'm not sure if that's fading or separation. I'm going to go with fading up there. It's separated around my nose pads, under my nose pads area here, and under the rim of my glasses, where it kind of melts and does that. So around my glasses spectacle area, that's where the performance isn't so great. But apart from that, it hasn't faded on my face. You can still see my blush. Highlight obviously has kind of gone because it's just melted into all the oil, but the blush is still there. I literally just reapply some lipstick. Chin's not too bad. I could live with the chin. So it really is just that upper part of my face really. So on the two things so far, on oil control, because it has passed the 4-hour mark before significant oil breakthrough, I'm going to give it a 9 for oil breakthrough, because then I would normally start to blot. So a 9 for oil control. For performance, the separation and the melting has occurred around where I wear my spectacles and up here on my forehead, which is like a typical area for me. So I'm going to give it an 8.5 on the performance. So 9 for oil control, 8.5 for performance. And now I'm going to do the old transfer test. So I've got a clean tissue here, kitchen towel here, and I'm just going to do a blot and then see how much of the foundation transfers over. I'm expecting quite a bit because there is a lot of oil now, and what tends to happen when I get oily, the foundation slips as well. That's not bad. Have a look at that. That's not bad at all. If I compare that to, let's see, so the worst for me, the worst foundations I've tested in recent history have been the Sacha Second Skin foundation, and the best ones I've tested have been the Estee Lauder, the Hourglass, and what's the other one I tested? They're the two that come to the top of my head at the moment. They're the two best ones, and the worst one was definitely the Sacha Second Skin one. And in comparison to that, it's nowhere near as bad as that. It's not as good as the Estee Lauder and the can't remember the other one I said now. It's not as good as the Estee Lauder one. So I am going to give this, for transfer, I am going to give this foundation I'm going to give it an 8.5. I think that's fair. So oil control, I'm going to give it a 9. Performance, I'm going to give it 8.5. And for transfer, I'm going to give it an 8. So just to review about this foundation, I just want to go over what the product says. It says, so what you're actually getting, you're getting 0.28 ounce of this. So, and one of the things I really didn't like about this foundation, I'm going to try and be careful, several times when whilst I've been filming this, and I've taken the lid off, and if I don't take it off the right way, oh here we go, I'm taking it off the right way, the foundation comes out, so it keeps coming out. And you don't actually get that much product. You can see how much you're getting. It's not a lot. So that's 0.28 ounce right there. It keeps on slipping out. So that's been really annoying. I've dropped this several times today already. And that's really annoying. So that's one of the things I don't like about how the product's actually been made. But if you're talking about how the product has actually performed, I'm really pleased with it. So it says it's a second to none stick foundation. It's an oil-free makeup, and it's formulated with moisturising jojoba, how you pronounce it, esters, nourishing antioxidant vitamins, full coverage, long wearing, matte colour for a natural looking complexion, made in China. So natural looking, when I applied it initially, it was definitely natural looking, there was no doubt about that, and up until sort of 4.5, 5 hours in, it looked fine. Then I had to start blotting, so that's something to consider. If you have got very oily skin, you know that after 4 hours you're going to have to start blotting, so make sure you've got your blotting tissues or whatever you use to blot your makeup with you. Natural looking, definitely. Full coverage, I'd say it's buildable, but do you really want to apply so much on it? I like to wear my foundations personally sort of medium to full, so medium coverage is fine for me, but you can build it up, I expect, to full, and it won't look cakey. Long wearing matte colour, I'd say if you've got normal skin, this is definitely going to be a long wearing foundation. It says it's actually for, on the website it says a good choice for oily combination skin. I would say it's a good choice for combination skin. If you've got very oily skin, then think about it. Actually, if you've got very oily skin, just do as I said. Make sure you've got blotting tissues. Make sure you use a really good primer, which I do use, and you'll be okay. But just make sure you're aware that you will have to blot at some point during the day, which anyone who's got oily skin expects that. They know they're going to have to blot throughout the day, at least 2 or 3 times in a 12-hour day. So overall, how do I think about this foundation? I actually really like it, and I'm actually going to give it a double thumbs up. I'm seriously considering using this as my everyday foundation to wear to work, because it's very easy to apply. They say to apply it with your fingers or with a damp sponge. I used it with a very dense brush, which is that oval brush. So again, I think if you use a very dense brush of some sort, I think you'll be fine. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the information I've given you today, please don't forget to give me the like down below, and you can also subscribe. And when you subscribe, don't forget to press the bell next to it, which is the notifications, and that will let you know when I'm uploading a new video. Okay, so take care. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.